New Scotland Yard, the London headquarters of the Metropolitan Police, is situate near the embankment on Whitehall, hard by 10 Downing Street and almost in the shadow of Big Ben. Here also is the headquarters of the CID, the Criminal Investigation Department, the body of men whose exploits for more than 100 years have made the name Scotland Yard synonymous with the brilliant detection of crime and unrelenting pursuit of the criminal, and the presentation of the painstakingly acquired evidence that assures his eventual punishment. On the lower ground floor of New Scotland Yard is the famous Black Museum, whose present custodian is Chief Superintendent James Davidson, a Scotland Yard veteran. Behind this door...
Good afternoon. This Black Museum of ours is rather unique. Everything in it was at one time connected with the successful solution of a crime, or was closely involved in the crime itself. We possess an imposing collection of lethal weapons here, each carefully docketed to indicate its origin. Here are half-empty bottles of almost every poison known to man, together with a statement of particulars concerning its use. Here are the blood-stained garments on which the solution of a crime of violence depended. Among the Black Museum's relics are disguises used by famous criminals, death masks of notorious men and women whose ends Scotland Yard encompassed, and a great many other more gruesome mementos of man's inhumanity to man. Among the exhibits are others seemingly incongruous objects that in their time served well in the undoing of desperate criminals. Such an exhibit is this one, the fragments of a set of teacups. This collection of shards was the first step in the solution of a frightful crime which occurred during the Blitz of July 1940.
Yes, sir?
Will you please bring me file number 302 MR651, Constable?
302 MR651, sir? Yes, sir. One, sir.
In July 1940, the Battle of Britain was at its height. The Luftwaffe hits us at all hours, and from advanced defense fields of the RAF, the weary Spitfires rose day and night to do battle. Thousands of British people died in Britain as a result of enemy action. But in the midst of the very present war, murder went on as usual. Chief Superintendent Peter Carruth received a telephone call at Scotland Yard on the morning of the 3rd of July, a Wednesday.
File 302 MR651, sir.
Thank you. The call was from Chief Constable at Matfield, a Kentish village near Tunbridge. The Chief Constable reported the finding of the bodies of 3 women shot to death and requested the assistance of the CID. The services of Scotland Yard are available to the provincial police at all times if requested. The Home Office assuming all expenses if the request is made within 24 hours of the discovery of the crime, at their own expense if we're called in after that. Chief Superintendent Carruth was gratified that the request came at the very beginning of the case, and he drove to Matfield at once with a medical examiner from the Home Office and Detective Sergeant Small, also Scotland Yard. They were met at the scene of the crime by Matfield Chief Constable Thomas Bennett.
It's good of you to come so quickly, all of you. It's all quite beyond us here, sir. What with the Blitz and all?
I'm sure. I had a bad time.
Having it, sir.
Yes, I've no doubt.
Those out, Mr. Bennett. Spitfires. Jerry must be up again.
Well, here's what happened. In the house, there's Miss Evans, the servant.
Is she dead?
2 holes in her head. Place all ransacked. All tore up.
Where are the others?
Mrs. Ames and her daughter Jessica's lying down there in the orchard. Also shot.
Yes, I see.
Where do we want to start, sir?
A house, I think, first.
Come in then, sir. Gentlemen.
Thank you.
Very much. Thank you.
They've lived here in Matfield a long time. Have they done it?
Miss Evans, the servant, has always lived here. Mrs. Ames and her daughter moved here a year ago.
Mrs. Ames a widow?
No. Estranged from her husband, though they're quite friendly. He lives at Piddington.
Oh, yes, I know. I've been there.
Owns a farm.
Does he know about this?
My station sergeant telephoned him this morning, sir. He was in London, but he'll be home this evening. Shall I go first, sir? She's lying right by the door, and you might trip over her.
By all means.
You might try this.
These is the gentleman from Scotland Yard, Constable.
Yes, sir.
This is her. Miss Margaret Evans, sir. Age 61. 7. Living in.
Oh. See what you can find out, Bernard.
Right, you are.
Small, get started looking for fingerprints.
Yes, sir.
Place has really been ransacked, hasn't it?
Uh-huh.
What's missing?
Haven't checked yet, sir. Haven't touched anything.
Good.
Well, not much chance of finding out if anything is gone, though. Everybody that lived here is dead.
I'd like to see the others.
Right, sir. If you'll come with me.
What's that over there? Tea things?
Yes, sir. Looks as if she dropped the tray when she saw the murderer.
Have a look at them, too, Small.
All right, sir.
Down this part, sir. The orchard, that's where they are.
Mrs. Ames?
And her daughter, Jessica.
They have many visitors?
Very few, sir. And the place is back from the road, isn't a bit by the roses. Hard to tell if they do have. Here she is.
This is the daughter, I suppose.
Right, sir. Her mother's over there, off the path.
Daughter was running away toward the house. Mother was facing the other way. Shot in the back, too.
Aye.
Found anything here in the grass? Cartridge cases, anything?
Well, no, sir. We did find this glove, though, sir. Sorry, I had it in my pocket. Almost forgot it.
Woman's glove. Size 6, I'd say. Hogskin. Shop sells thousands a week. Left hand. Whose is it?
Isn't Mrs. Ames, sir, too small? Or Miss Jessica's either. Too large, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Maybe the murderer, sir.
We'll see. All you found?
Or so far, sir.
Where was the glove?
Oh, over there, sir. I marked the spot with those 2 sticks.
Alongside the mother's body?
Yes, sir.
Well, as soon as Bernard's examined the bodies, I think you'd better have all this grass scythed down and see if you can find anything else. Cartridge case or anything.
Right, sir.
Shall we walk back to the house?
Yes, sir. Good hunting, lad.
Beg your pardon?
Talking to the fighter chap up there. Hope he shoots some Jerry's bloody ears off.
He probably will.
Got a son in the RAF, flight sergeant in the Coastal Command.
Good man.
19 years old. When I was 19, I was a farm man for good old Uncle Tom Cobley. What if they found anything yet in there, sir?
We'll see. Here's Bernard. Anything yet?
Well, I want to see the other bodies first. Discovered a little so far. Where are the...
Down the path back there, sir. We've touched nothing.
Except this glove.
Oh, is this one of theirs?
Wrong size.
All right. You can remove the bodies as soon as I finish, Chief Constable.
Yes, sir. I'll have the van here at once. See to it, please.
Yes, sir. What are you doing, Small?
I'm trying to fit these cups together, sir.
Well, what about fingerprints? I wanted you to...
I found a good many, sir. They all check with hers.
Well, did you know they were hers?
Oh, I took hers. I wish live people's were as easy to take.
No others?
Well, I'm not sure yet, sir. As soon as I get the others down there, I'll make a very thorough check. These cups and saucers.
She dropped them when she saw the murderer, probably.
Oh, quite. But why should there be 4 cups, sir?
4?
One for the mother, one for the daughter, one for the maid, for her.
Miss Evans was more a companion than a servant, sir. Here in Matfield, we...
Yes. And one for the murderer.
Why, then, they must have known the murderer.
People don't usually offer a cup of tea to a perfect stranger.
You could make up a list of their friends, Chief Constable,
They had
and then...
very few friends, sir. Kind of standoffish like they was, and the parson, the grocer, housemistress, not any real close friends, so to speak.
Make up a list and check where they all were yesterday.
Yes, sir.
What about this estranged husband of Mrs. Ames? Would he have a motive?
Oh, I don't think so, sir. He used to come visit her, I know, but...
Oh, he did, eh? And he's in London now, you said.
I went down yesterday morning, they said, sir.
Where does he live, do you say?
Piddington, sir, near Oxford.
You take over, Sergeant Small, you and Mr. Bernard. I'll call you from Piddington.
Piddington, sir? Do you think...
I think I'd like to know whether our friendly ex-husband was really in London yesterday. Or elsewhere.
At Piddington that afternoon, 70 miles away from Matfield, Jem Davies, the man of all work, explained to Chief Superintendent Carruth that John Ames had not yet returned from London. Miss Viola Masterson, the manager of the Ames farm, however, was at home, recovering from an accident. Carruth spoke to her in her sitting room. Her left arm was in bandages, and she was obviously in slight pain. Carruth sympathized with her.
I'm so sorry to disturb you, Miss Masterson.
It's quite all right. I'll be up and about in a day or so. It pains a little, though, now.
I suppose you've heard about the former Mrs. Ames and her daughter?
I'm so dreadfully sorry. I knew them slightly, you know.
Oh, did you?
I'd have gone over to Matfield if I hadn't been so stupid as to fall off my bicycle and injure my arm. I'm afraid I'm not a very good cyclist. Oh, do you have any clues as to the...
Murderer? Very few at the moment. Very few, I'm afraid.
Oh, what a pity.
Mr. Ames went to London yesterday.
Yes, he was probably in London while his former wife and daughter were murdered. He often stops in to see them on his way. If he'd stopped there yesterday, he might have prevented it.
Yes. I suppose he can account for his movements yesterday.
I'm quite sure he can, Superintendent. I expect him at any moment.
You were here at the farm all day.
I rode about the farm all day on my bicycle until I had the accident.
Ah.
I'm sure Jemmy Davis can confirm that. And the bicycle is still where I left it, where I fell off, unless Jemmy's brought it back.
I see. By the way, have you ever seen this glove before?
Let me see it. No, I'm afraid not. Did it belong to...
We're not quite sure.
Well, it's not mine. Much too big for me, I'm sure, Superintendent.
You've never seen it before?
Never.
Thank you, Miss Masterson.
Is that all you wanted? Aren't you going to wait for Mr. Ames?
Oh, I don't like to disturb you, Miss Masterson. I'll wait out there with Jemmy. It is Jemmy, isn't it?
By all means, talk to Jemmy. I'm sure he'll confirm everything I've said.
Good day, Miss Masterson.
You know where to find Jemmy.
He was sitting alongside the stable door cleaning a shotgun when I last saw him.
Jemmy Davis was a simple-minded man. He didn't realize that he was talking much too freely to the friendly Scotland Yard man.
Well, it'd be a terrible thing, I expect, but I don't shed no tears for him. I didn't like her nor her daughter neither.
Hated them?
It been none of my business, sir. But now, Mr. Ames, he be a real fine man. And she treated him awful bad.
How?
Dug in the manger. Kicks him out, she does. And then when he finally meets a woman he loves, and that woman loving him, she won't give him no divorce.
You seem to know a lot about Mr. Ames' affairs, Jemmy.
Him and me, we be just like that. I'd do anything for that man. Her too, for that matter.
Who?
Miss Masterson. There. Well, it's pretty clean, ain't it?
Let's see. Clean as I'd ever want a gun to be.
Had it for years. Old-fashioned like me. But she be a good shotgun. He uses it all the time for rabbits.
Mr. Ames?
Well, buys his own shells, too. Miss Masterson, she's scared of it. Tried to teach her how to shoot it. But she was scared. You couldn't kill a person with this here gun, I says to her. Not unless you got up real close. Funny thing, though. She shot a rabbit with it yesterday. You know, it made her so sick at her stomach when she shot the poor little fella. Never again, she says to me.
Did you see the rabbit, Jemmy?
Well, what were left of it, she were too close. Well, not worth bringing back to cook. You know, I think that's why she fell off her bicycle thinking about it.
Where did she fall?
Well, it was in the meadow yonder. The wheel slipped on the grass.
Jemmy, did you ever see this glove before?
Huh? No, sir. Oh, Can't say as how I have.
Sure?
No, sir. Whose is it?
I found it.
Well, finders keepers.
That's what they say. So you don't think Mr. Ames and Miss Masterson will be upset by Mrs. Ames' death?
Lord bless you, no, sir. Now they can get married. Well, that dog-in-the-manger wife of his. Oh, he must have been the last one to see her alive.
Oh? How's that?
When he stopped to see her on the way to London yesterday. Why, I thought you was going to wait for him to come back, sir.
Chief Superintendent Carew hurried to the local police station, where he put through a trunk telephone call to Matfield. Detective Sergeant Small, the Scotland Yard man, answered the telephone at the murder house.
Small here.
Small, I want you to check at once on something.
Yes, sir.
I want you to make the most diligent inquiries. Get that chief constable there to inquire of every person in Matfield if necessary at once to discover if this man Ames was seen in Matfield yesterday. You got that?
He was seen, sir.
He was?
The postman, sir. We've been making inquiries all over the village of Mrs. Ames' known friends, and we've come across several curious things, sir.
Well?
Well, the postman observed Mr. Ames walking toward this house yesterday afternoon.
He's sure?
He positively identified him, sir. Known him for years. Spoke to him, called him by name, and Ames replied.
What else?
He was carrying a shotgun, sir.
Oh. I discovered here that he intended to visit them. But the gun?
Well, looks as if he's our man, doesn't it?
What else did you discover?
Well, there's a bicycle belonging to Mrs. Ames is missing.
Oh?
And the porter at the railway station reports a strange woman carrying a parcel arrived in town yesterday, but so far we have been unable to trace her. Now, the local police have picked up a deserter from an army camp near here. He's being questioned now. Then a lorry driver for the gas company at Oxford reports picking up a woman on the highway near here yesterday afternoon. She was wearing one glove.
Oh?
He thinks her bare hand was scratched and bleeding.
Yes?
She explained she'd fallen off her bicycle and was trying to catch a train. He took her to the railway station. And then... Oh, what did you say, sir?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I was speaking to Dr. Bernard, sir. I'll put him on. He wants to speak to you. Thank you. You there, Caruth?
Yes, Bernard.
I've discovered why you didn't find any spent cartridges, Superintendent.
Yes?
The women were killed with a shotgun. It was probably a 410 shotgun.
Yes, I know.
The murderer had to pick the discharged shells out of the breech of the gun by hand.
Yes, but...
Probably carried them away and disposed of them elsewhere.
Did you recover any of the shot from the bodies?
Yes, quite small pellets. Bird shot.
Mark it in evidence and hold it for me. I think those little lead pellets are going to hang someone, Bernard.
Back at the Piddington farm, Chief Inspector Carew found that Ames had returned in his absence. Jemmy, the garrulous man of all work, was just leaving. He was going to fetch Miss Masterson's abandoned bicycle, he
I'll
said.
be going out to fetch Miss Masterson's bicycle, sir.
Look here, Jemmy. Would you like a half a crown?
What for?
That rabbit Miss Masterson shot. Is it near where she left the bicycle?
Oh, furlong or two, sir.
Fetch it back for me.
What for, sir? It ain't fit to eat. She was too close.
Oh. I've a fancy to see how that gun of yours works, Jim.
Oh, that old gun of mine? She be a very good gun, sir.
Show me. Here.
Well...
Good man. Now, is Mr. Ames in the house?
Aye, sir. Now, I'll fetch the rabbit and show you. But the poor thing will be all full of bird shot, sir.
That'll be all right, Jemmy. I'm very interested in birds.
Yes?
I'm Chief Superintendent Caruth of Scotland Yard. You're John Ames, hmm?
Yes. Now, you're the gentleman who was here this afternoon.
Yes. May I come in?
Do. You've come about the murder of my wife and daughter.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Caruth, you said?
Yes.
I cannot pretend any great grief, although I am shocked at the tragic.
May I sit down? I spoke to Miss Masterson, your manager, this afternoon.
She said you were here.
Perhaps if Miss Masterson is strong enough...
Here I am.
Oh, sit down, my dear. Please, sit down.
Don't hurt my hand, John. I'm all right. Well, sir?
Am I correct in assuming that with the death of Mr. Ames' strange wife, you and he...
We can be married, yes.
Mr. Ames?
That is true. My wife has consistently refused to give me a divorce. Although we were on fairly good terms.
She and I weren't. I'm glad she's dead.
Violet,
and
yes.
that horrid daughter of hers, too. Now we're rid of them once and for all.
Violet.
Do you share Miss Masterson's views, Mr. Ames?
I'm afraid.
Well, perhaps he's not as ferocious as I am, but he shares my views all right. Don't you, John?
Yes.
And what were you doing with a shotgun on the way to our home yesterday, Mr. Ames?
John, you didn't. You didn't.
Mr. Ames!
You didn't tell me. Oh, John. John, now you've spoiled everything.
Your wife and your daughter were murdered with a shotgun, Mr. Ames.
I didn't do it.
He didn't, I say.
What gauge is your shotgun, Mr. Ames?
This is absurd, Mr.
Yes, of course it's
Why do you think it's absurd?
My dear sir, my gun, which incidentally is an American-made Remington over and under 12 gauge, has been broken for 4 weeks.
You see?
Broken.
The sear spring is broken. It's quite impossible to fire the gun. You can examine the gun at your leisure at Henry McGovern's The Gunsmiths on High Holborn in London, where I took it yesterday.
We'll check that. Why did you visit your wife yesterday, carrying your broken gun?
I dropped off in Matfield on my way to London to have the gun repaired. I begged her again to give me a divorce.
She refused?
She refused again.
For the last time. And we're going to be married now at last. Don't expect us to weep for her. Whoever killed her should be given a medal.
Violet.
Oh, stop it. You're just as glad as I am. Aren't you?
Excuse me. The telephone. Yes? Yes, he's here. One moment. It's for you, Mr. Caruth.
Thank you. Chief Superintendent Caruth here.
Small here, sir. We found Mrs. Ames' missing bicycle.
Oh.
Yes, sir. It was discovered in a ditch close to the place where the lorry driver picked up the woman with one glove.
Oh, good.
And there are numerous fingerprints on the handlebars, sir, but of the right hand only.
Most interesting.
And the strange woman whom the railway reporter observed was carrying a parcel, you remember?
Yes, of course.
Well, it was a long parcel about the length of a gun, he says, wrapped in brown paper.
I see. Have you taken the things you spoke about?
Things, sir?
Yes.
Oh, the fingerprints on the bicycle?
Yes, quite.
Yes, sir, I've taken them.
How soon could I see them and the people you spoke of?
Up there, sir?
Yes.
Well, there's enough train that we can have stop at Pittington, leaving here in half an hour, sir.
I think you'd better come then if you can find the others you mentioned. I'll meet you at the Pittington station.
Right, sir.
Goodbye. I'm very sorry.
Could I ask? You have uncovered some other evidence, sir?
You're not going to arrest John, then? He won't be charged with murder?
I think I can almost assure you that you will not be charged with murder, Mr. Ames. I'm sorry, I must go and meet my colleagues. This is quite important.
Will you be coming back?
I probably shall. I shall want to be able to assure Mr. Ames that he will not be held.
Oh, John.
Is the Scotland Yard man still here, Mr. Ames?
Why,
I'm here, Jemmy.
Well, I fetched you the dead rabbit, sir, with your half-crown's worth of birdshot.
They met him at the railway station 2 hours later. Detective Sergeant Small, Chief Constable Bennett, the lorry driver who had picked up the woman with the bloody hand and the one glove, and the railway porter who had observed the woman carrying the brown paper parcel the size of a gun. Leaving Chief Constable Bennett at the station to make a telephone call, the party proceeded to the Ames farm.
Oh. Good evening, Mr. Caruth.
May we come in, please?
Why, this is quite a delegation.
May we come in, please?
I suppose. Do come in, although...
Thank you. Where's Miss Masterson?
Viola?
Yes, dear. Why? What?
Miss Masterson, do you recognize any of these people?
Why? Why, no, of course not.
Patterson, do you recognize this woman?
Hey, she's the lady in blue slacks I picked up my lorry on the road in Matfield yesterday. The lady that said she fell off her bike. Her hand was all bloody and she had one glove on.
Like this one?
Yes, sir. Exactly like that.
O'Connor,
Yes, sir?
have you ever seen this lady before?
I'd seen her yesterday, sir.
Getting off the 1206 train that passes through Piddington before it gets to Batfield. She was wearing blue slacks and carried a brown paper parcel about the size of a gun, sir. Now, look here, what's the meaning of all this?
Come in. Well, Bennett.
Just like you thought, sir. I telephoned the doctor who treated Miss Masterson, and he informs me that he treated her left hand for multiple lacerations, removing particles of road gravel and stains of tarvia from the palm. Miss Masterson, there is no gravel or tarvia at the meadow.
Thank you. Mr. Ames, I'm extremely sorry for you.
John, now we won't get married.
Viola Masterson, I arrest you on the charge of willful
I
murder.
wanted to get married and she stood in our
And I
way,
must
John.
warn you that anything you say will be taken down and may be used in evidence against you.
John, what have I done?
The evidence adduced by Chief Superintendent Carruth, the identifications by the lorry driver and the railway porter, the shotgun pellets which proved identical with those Miss Masterson had fired into the unfortunate rabbit, the glove which was identified as hers by the store which had sold it to her, the gravel from the road in her wounded hand, and the motive, which was all too plain, proved sufficient evidence to convict Viola Masterson of the murders of Mrs. Ames and her daughter, and of the servant, Margaret Evans, who provided the first cue, the fourth cup. Miss Masterson had determined to murder the servant to eliminate the only witness to the murder of the others. In a trial marked with frequent air raid alarms caused by an enemy whose depredations could not prevent murder from going on as usual, she was found criminally insane and is now imprisoned in the asylum at Broadmoor. John Ames was tried as an accomplice, but acquitted. He joined the 1st Battalion of the Bats and was reported missing in action in the Italian campaign. Constable, you may turn the file 302 MR651, the Blitz murder case, to the records room.
For the first time, Scotland Yard opens its secret files to bring you the authentic, true stories of some of its most baffling cases. These accurate records are drawn from the Scotland Yard files by special permission of Commissioner Sir Harold Scott. They're true in every respect, except for the names of the participants, which for obvious reasons have been changed. The research has been done by Mr. Percy Hoskins, chief crime reporter for the London Daily Express, and the stories for radio are written and directed by Mr. Willis Cooper. Here are the participants in case number 498MR381. Neville Hutchins, shopkeeper.
Yes, I saw the man.
Rafe Dibble, taxi driver.
I drove him to Charing Cross.
Arthur Cunningham, the estate agent.
I never saw the woman before.
Mrs. Veronica Fanshawe, housewife.
The woman was a most unsatisfactory housekeeper.
Mrs. Leonie Fournier, housekeeper. Inspector Harold Lowe of Scotland Yard.
One of these persons is a murderer. Which one do you suspect? Incidentally, if you're looking for what the Americans call cops and robbers, with the goods and the bad shooting it out, or if you expect lean, pipe-smoking men in fore and aft hats saying, "Follow that cab," you may be disappointed. The job of a policeman, says Commander Rawlings of the Yard, is 95% perspiration, 3% inspiration and 2% luck. But we have our moments. Now, having concluded my little sermon for today, and if you're still interested, come along with me. This is Scotland Yard's Black Museum. I'd like you to meet Chief Superintendent John Davidson, the caretaker.
Yes?
It's Inspector Lowe, sir, and a friend. May we come in?
Oh, by all means.
Come along. Chief Superintendent William Davidson.
Well, how do you do? I expect Lowe has told you all about this place, has he not?
Well, frankly, no, sir. I was hoping...
Right. Well, these cases you see around the wards contain articles of all sorts which were important to us in the solution of crimes. In the other room, there are our murder weapons. Now, here are bits of evidence, each of which has played its part in the conviction of a criminal. Here's a blood-stained jacket and a plaster cast of a dead man's hand. Well, what did you wish especially to see, Lowe?
Case number 498MR381, sir, if you...
Oh, the Fournier case.
Right, sir.
Oh, here in this corner. Come along. There's a trunk, rather large, old-fashioned black trunk with a heavy lid. It served its purpose admirably.
Telephone call received by Inspector Harold Lowe at Scotland Yard, 2:55 p.m. Monday, 10th May, 1948.
Inspector Lowe speaking.
This is Bannerman in charge of the left luggage room at Charing Cross Station, sir.
Yes?
We've come across something queer here, sir. Something that I'm afraid wants investigating.
What seems to be wrong, Bannerman?
I think you ought to see it, sir, really.
Well, what is it,
It's
man?
a left luggage ticket, sir, that was left by one of the station bootblacks.
A left luggage ticket?
Yes, sir.
Well, don't you think...
The ticket is for a large, heavy black trunk, which was left here several days ago, sir.
Oh, well, that does alter matters, doesn't it?
I'm afraid so, sir.
Well, I'll be right over. Bannerman, is it? You, Bannerman?
Yes?
Detective Inspector Lowe, you spoke to me on the telephone.
Oh, yes, sir. Will you just step inside, sir? I'll be away for a few minutes, George.
Well, I'll be back.
Will you come with me, sir? I've the ticket in my desk, sir. Here, sir.
Oh. Well, what's wrong with it?
It was found on the up platform by one of the bootblacks a few minutes after I'd issued it, sir.
Well, the owner lost it.
It's exactly the way it was found, sir. All crumpled up in a ball.
Yes, I see what you mean.
A man could lose a ticket, sir, but he wouldn't throw it away just a few moments after he got it, sir.
Do you remember the man?
Oh, I don't remember him at all, sir. I just remember it was a man.
What?
It might have been a woman, sir. We handle so many people here.
Well, is the trunk still here? You said it's for a trunk, didn't you?
Yes, sir. It's right over in that bay, sir.
Well, have a look at it, please.
Follow me. There, sir. The black one. You note the numbers checked.
Ah.
It's very heavy, sir. Let me give you an hand.
Yeah.
Lock doesn't look very strong.
Well, I'll have it open.
Full of cloth.
Cloth isn't that heavy. There's something else in here. Take the end of this piece. The trunk and its contents were removed at once to Scotland Yard for examination. The contents were taken to the pathological laboratory. Detective Sergeant Sean Flannery and I examined the trunk itself.
It seems to be very old. It's in good condition, though. They don't make goods like this nowadays.
We shall have to have it tested for dabs, of course.
Fingerprints. We'll find millions of them, sir. Man of the left luggage rooms, our own people.
The late occupant?
And from the age of it, we're likely to find Oliver Cromwell's.
But talk. What's this?
What?
I'm afraid our friend should have removed that.
What?
It's a label. Here, give us the magnifying glass, will you? Answer it, will you, old boy?
All right. Larry here. Oh, all right. Well, send it down here at once, please.
What is it?
Report from the laboratory. They're sending it down.
Report from the pathological laboratory, Scotland Yard, delivered to Inspector Lowe, Tuesday, 11th May, 1948.
Reference 498 MR381. The body found in the trunk is that of a Caucasian female about 40 years of age. Black hair and eyes, perfect teeth, height 5 feet 1 inch, weight 104 pounds when alive. Bruise on back of head, not cause of death.
Oh.
Bruises and superficial abrasions caused by fingernails on neck.
Okay.
Well, preliminary examination indicates death caused by manual strangulation. Outer garments missing. Body clad in undervest bearing laundry mark 316 ADFA. Black nylon stockings, new, size 6.5. Body wrapped in cotton duster, slightly stained with blood, same type OA. That found on the neck. Body removed to mortuary. Please advise disposition of other articles. See Schedule A attached. Pathology laboratory, please.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Yes, Flannery. Hold it a sec, please. Inspector Lowe here. What is it, John?
I finally made out the printing on that label.
And?
Neville Hutchins, second-hand articles, Brixton.
Nip off and see the fellow. Does he remember the man who bought it and all that, you know? Best go at once.
All right, sir.
Hello? Hello? I'm sorry. Who is it? Gwyn? Look, Gwyn, suppose you take the fingerprints of the lady from the trunk and pass them on to the print file at once. Perhaps we can discover who she was. Oh, you have done that. Good, good. She might have been one of our former customers. After all, really nice girls aren't often found in trunks, are they? Thanks, Gwyn. Ask them to let me know, will you? Thanks. Oh, and get photographs of those laundry marks checked with our list, too, will you? You have done so. Well, I shall buy you a beer one of these days, Gwyn. Over and out. 3 irons turning a dull red in fire. Fingerprint, label, laundry mark. Not bad, Inspector Lowe. Not too bad at all.
Conversation between Detective Sergeant Sean Flannery and shopkeeper Neville Hutchins at the latter's shop in Brixton.
I'm Detective Sergeant Flannery of Scotland Yard, Mr. Hutchins.
Well, what do you want?
You carry second-hand luggage in stock, sir?
Well, what if I do?
Trunks, perhaps?
If you're looking for stolen goods, I don't know anything about any. Anyway, I haven't got any trunks. I sold the last one I had something more than a week ago.
Indeed.
In bloody deed. So what?
The ancient black leather one?
Well, how do you know?
Well, we found it.
Where?
I should say that's none of your business at present.
That the one they found the body in at Charing Cross?
How do you know?
Well, I read the papers. Percy Hoskins had half a column about it in today's Express.
That's the one.
Well, how do you know?
It's your label. No. When did he sell it?
Oh, let me look. Yeah, here we are. May the 2nd.
You got the buyer's name?
Now, this ain't sausages, mate.
You remember what he looked like?
Well, he was tall and thin.
Complexion?
Dark hair, dark eyes.
Dressed?
Yeah, I don't remember that. What, did he do it, you think?
Would you recognize him again?
Well, of course I would. If he walked in here a year from today. Tall, thin, dark.
Well, we may ask you to identify him. Thank you. You're, of course, to say nothing whatever of this call.
Now, look here, Mr. Ray.
If you do, we shall be very seriously annoyed with you, Hutchins.
I've got nothing to conceal. I'm an honest man.
And if your tall, thin, dark man hears of it, you might just find yourself inside a trunk one day.
Yeah.
Just mind your eye, Mr. Hutchins. I shall be seeing you again.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
Report of the Fingerprint Division, Scotland Yard, to Inspector Lowe.
No record at all, sir, of the prints.
None at all, eh?
None whatever, sir. Shall we continue our search? Interpol, the provincial police, the American FBI?
No, not until I ask you. That'll do for the present, thank you.
The laundry marks on the dead woman's clothing were identified by a laundry in Shepherd's Bush as having been issued to a family named Fanshawe. Further inquiry disclosed the fact that Mrs. Veronica Fanshawe, the only woman member of the family, was alive and well. She was summoned to Scotland Yard by Inspector Lowe.
These are your laundry marks, then?
Oh, no doubt about it. But the clothing's not mine. That I'm quite certain of.
Yes, I'm sure they wouldn't fit you. They're very small.
They're very cheap, obviously. Vulgar. I should never wear things like those.
Have you any idea how your laundry mark could...
Oh, no idea. Unless...
Unless what, madam?
We had a cook housekeeper a short time ago. She was one of those tiny women.
And where is she? What was her name?
Her name is Leonie Fournier. She's French.
Is she still in your employ, Mrs. Fanshawe?
She is not. I discharged her more than a week ago. I don't know where she is.
Why did you discharge her?
I did not approve of her. She'd been divorced and, well, you know these French women. Besides, she was a most unsatisfactory housekeeper.
I see. You disliked her a great deal.
I disapproved of her.
Will you come with me a moment, please, Mrs. Fanshawe?
Why, whatever for?
Will you come with me, please?
Where are we going?
If you'll follow me, please.
What is this place?
This table here, if you please.
Is this awful?
This is our mortuary, Mrs. Fanshawe. Did you ever see this woman before?
It's Leonie.
Your former housekeeper?
I always knew she'd come to this.
Thank you, Mrs. Fanshawe.
Other visitors to Inspector Lowe's office, Scotland Yard, between 12th May and 15th May 1948 was conductor Simon Norwich of Houndsditch.
I was reading in the paper, sir, about this here black trunk the bloke murdered the woman in. All right, ain't it, sir? Well, see, there was a fellow got on my bus at Brixton the afternoon about the 4th of the month. He had a large black trunk with him.
Ah?
I was half a man not to leave him aboard, sir. But the bus was empty, and I says to myself, poor sod. Oh, with that great big heavy thing, so I let him on, though it is against the rules.
Heavy, you said?
Well, not heavy after all, sir. Bulk is the word, but it was big and black and old-fashioned, like the paper says.
Would you recognize him again, Norris?
The only thing I remember about him is he had dark black hair, sir.
Where did he get off your bus?
Oh, I remember that, sir. Rochester Row in Westminster. I helped him off the trunk. The last I seen was him staggering down Rochester Row with his great oak and black trunk on his hump in the rain. Say, was he the murderer, sir?
Rafe Dibble, taxi driver of Clerkenwell Road.
The gallows sent me, sir. They said they had a notice from Scotland Yard asking about any driver that had a fare to Charing Cross Station on Monday the 10th who had a large trunk as luggage.
Had you such a fare?
Yes, sir, I did. Would that be the murder trunk locked in all the papers, sir?
Where did you pick up this fare, Dibble?
It was a very heavy trunk, sir. The gentleman says it's full of books, sir. Books, I says, feels more like a dead body, sir, I says. And he just snickered. So I roped it onto the luggage rack and took it to Charing Cross. My books, he says. Dead body, I says. And that's what he was, wasn't it?
Where did you pick him up?
Oh, in the rain, sir, at Rochester Row, right across the street from Westminster Police Station. See, here's my trip card, Rochester Row. If he's the murderer, sir, I'd know him in a minute. He was tall and thin and had black hair, like an Italian or an Irishman.
Précis of case number 498MR381, 13th May 1948, compiled by Inspector Lowe and Detective Sergeant Flannery, 14th May 1948.
Mrs. Fanshawe, number 1. Her antipathy toward victim, highly suspicious, watching her closely.
2. Hutchins, the shopkeeper. Uncooperative, but possible suspect.
Mr. Foster, please.
All right. Description vaguely like that of unknown suspect. Tall, thin, dark-haired, under constant observation. Myself.
Number 3. Bus conductor Norwich and taxi driver Dibble state they can identify suspect. They seen the shopkeeper Hutchins yet, son?
Taking them over there tomorrow, sir.
Good. Number 4, now the victim. No apparent police record. No fingerprint record in our files. Meager reports on... meager. Reports on her indicate she was quiet, industrious, and of comparatively good deportment, regardless of Mrs. Fanshawe's opinion of her.
Oh, how about the Rochester Row coincidence, sir?
Yes, of course. Number 5. Bus conductor says man with trunk alighted at Rochester Row with empty trunk. Taxi driver says he picked up man with heavy trunk at Rochester Row. Detail of constables and detectives under Inspector North commencing search of all buildings in Rochester Row. Very short street. Better put down that Sybil tomorrow. Results will be reported. I think that's about all at the moment, isn't it?
All I can think of, sir.
Very well, Sybil. Finish typing it and I'll sign it.
Yes, sir.
At 8 o'clock the next morning, Inspector North and his detail of 20 detectives and constables arrived in Rochester Row with a Scotland Yard lorry fetching the trunk, carefully covered with a tarpaulin so that it could be exhibited to the tenants for their identification. Followed by the lorry, they went from house to house, questioning every inhabitant. At 6 in the evening, when operations were suspended, the trunk had not been recognized. The next morning at 10:15, Inspector North telephoned me, asking me to come at once to 9A Rochester Row on the 4th floor of a business building. I puffed my way up the 4 flights of ancient, moldy stairs 20 minutes later.
Oh, Lou.
What's up, North?
North, this is Mr. Henry Elphinstone. Inspector Lowe.
How do you do?
Good morning, Inspector. I was saying to Inspector North that I recognized the trunk at once.
Good. I want to sit down.
Before you fall down, old chap, well, here you are. Now, go on.
I saw it in the hall outside this room one day last week.
I was right. Whose room was this?
Well, unfortunately, I've never seen him. My assistant rented this place to him on April the 11th. His name, Arthur Cunningham.
Where is he?
Skipped.
What?
He left without notice. The 6th. Thursday, that was.
What was his business?
Oh, an estate agent, he said. Left this note on the table there. I got it out of our file.
Sorry, gone broke. Paid up to 11th. Please let typewriter people have a machine. Arthur L. Cunningham. Who has been and gone and hopped it. You don't know if there must be another way of making a living.
I can give you the name of his bank. You should be able to find him quite quickly through them, sir.
Oh, most excellent man, Elphinstone. Now, who will carry me down 4 flights of stairs to a telephone?
At the Camberwell address furnished by Cunningham's bank, the landlady reported to Inspector Lowe that Cunningham had left the place on the 5th, leaving no forwarding address. But she remembered a letter addressed to Cunningham had been delivered to the house 2 days after he had departed. She gave the unopened letter to the inspector, who opened it legally at Scotland Yard and read it eagerly. It was a form letter from the Post Office Telegraphs Department.
We regret that your telegram, dated 3rd of May, to Mrs. Harriet Cunningham, Greyhound Hotel, Hammersmith, was undeliverable because... Ha-ha! Inspector Lowe here. Put me through to Hammersmith, the Greyhound Hotel, Mrs. Harriet Cunningham at once. I'll wait, yes.
The innocent Mrs. Cunningham was only too glad to tell the inquiring friend where her husband was to be found, of course. The Hammersmith police picked him up in a pub that night, and the next day he confronted Inspector Lowe at Scotland Yard. He was quite at ease.
No, I'm sorry. I never saw the woman before. You know, I'm that old-fashioned character, faithful to my wife, Inspector.
Well, that's very commendable, I'm sure.
Well, I admit I've been about the country a bit since I was demobbed last year. But I assure you all my travels have been in quest of that elusive thing, a job.
I gather they're rather difficult to come by.
I found it, sir. I thought I had a good thing in this estate agent business, but I found myself possessed of nothing but my fare to Hammersmith to my wife. Fortunate she has a good job at the Greyhound there. Wonderful woman, Harriet. It was her 9pence I was buying my gin and it with at the pub where chaps found me.
You say you did see that trunk at the place in Rochester Row?
Yes, I think I'd seen it. I didn't take any special notice of it. It's a horrible thing.
Quite. Well, you've been quite open with me, and I appreciate it, Mr. Cunningham. You won't mind if I check up on the statements you've made?
Oh, of course not, of course not. I have nothing at all to conceal.
Just as a matter of formality, do you mind having those 2 chaps who said they'd remember the man with the trunk, the shopkeeper and the taxi driver? Do you mind having them look you over?
Oh, of course not. I do think, though, that you should parade 1 or 2 others with me to see if they can vote for one. Isn't that the proper procedure in detective circles?
Of course, I'll see to that. If I get them now and bring in 1 or 2 others to stand inspection with you...
Oh, well, let's get it over with, by all means.
I'll get them all at once, then.
All right, on with the show.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Flannery, go on in. You can help me. I'm
Just a minute, sir. I was checking on relatives of the murdered woman.
Yes, in a moment.
This is her former husband.
Afternoon, sir.
You were married to Leonie Fournier?
Yes, sir.
Have you been in the mortuary?
We just came from there, sir. He recognized her.
Bloody awful, said I.
Tell the inspector why you divorced her.
I didn't divorce her. I just left her.
Tell the inspector why.
Well, she was running around with another man.
Tell the inspector his name.
Arthur Cunningham, sir.
I was very happy as I ushered Sergeant Flannery, Sergeant Anstruther, Inspector North, and Constable Fletcher into my office. Stand along the wall there, I said, in the bright light with Mr. Cunningham. I picked up the telephone. Will you please send in those 3 men in the waiting room? Come in, gentlemen. Now, if you will look at this group of gentlemen very carefully, please, and tell me if you recognize one of them as the man you saw with the black trunk. Now, take your time. Yes, Mr. Hutchins, you sold a man the trunk. Is he present?
I don't see him.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, you assured me you could recognize him.
Not one of these.
Mr. Norwich, do you recognize the man who boarded your bus with the trunk?
Well, that tall one with the glasses.
That's Inspector North.
Well, I'll admit I haven't any idea, sir.
You devil. Is the man who hailed your cab among these gentlemen?
No, sir. He had a moustache. Nobody here's got a moustache.
That's right.
You're certain that you do not identify any of these men?
Then I take it, Inspector, that none of us are criminals, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. All of you.
Inspector Lowe's office, 11:30 that night. Only one lonesome light burning. The two men silent, thinking.
Oh, must you always be lighting that stinking pipe?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry, Sean, I didn't mean to speak so sharply.
I know. I'm just as upset as you are.
I was so sure. Teach me a lesson, I hope.
Those chaps were so certain they could identify him.
But they couldn't.
The taxi driver. I talked to him afterwards. That tall chap, he says. He might have been the one, except he hadn't no moustache.
I know.
And his hair was the wrong color.
A man can shave off a moustache.
Yes, and dye his hair.
Dye black hair?
Well, you can make it lighter.
I suppose.
Well, I don't know whether Cunningham did it or not, but I'm definitely of the opinion that the murder was committed in that place in Rochester Row where the trunk was.
An ideal setup for a murder. Tenant gone, place empty. The renting agent, that Elphinstone chap. Why, he didn't even miss Cunningham till the next morning.
The woman's husband said that she'd been running around with Cunningham. Well, she might have gone there to him and found him gone. Friend husband could have been following her, caught her and cracked her neck.
By crikey.
He was tall and thin. He had dark hair and a moustache.
Well, we're not in such bad shape after all. Look, North and his crew are over there at Rochester Road taking the place apart, brick by brick. They're going to work all night and perhaps they'll find something.
I devoutly hope so. Anyway, I'll have this husband fella picked up and printed in case he left any marks of his paddies about over there.
Well, we'll start all over again. I'll go home and get a night's sleep, and we'll have our little group of talented identifiers in here early in the morning to tell us that's our boy. You know, you're an extremely clever man, Sergeant Flannery.
I'll have them all here first thing.
Yes, Inspector Lowe? Who? Oh, yes, Mac. Well, we were just leaving, but... Oh, not really. Of course we'll wait. Come on down. Mac up in the laboratory. Says he's been working on the contents of the trunk. Oh, not the late Mrs. Fournier, the other things. And he wants to show us something.
Did he say what?
Afraid I didn't give him a chance. He's fetching it down to us, whatever it is.
Well, I hope he hurries.
Come in. Hello, Mac.
Glad I caught you. It's just enough chance, but
What have you got?
What have you got?
Well, this is the duster that was in the trunk where the late lamented.
That looks awfully clean.
I just washed it. I wanted the blood stains. Look here under the light. Here, you see it in the corner? The blood stains covered it up before, and it's pretty faded.
Greyhound Hotel, Hammersmith.
The hotel where Cunningham's wife works.
Is it important, Inspector?
It's rather small for a hangman's noose, Mac, old boy, but I fancy 'twill serve. 'Twill serve. Now, Sean, you get friend Cunningham out of his comfortable bed at about the time Dawn is mucking about with her rosy fingers. And you grasp Mr. Cunningham between the thumb and forefinger of the right hand and fetch him here to the waiting room. And watch him wait till I consent at last to see him.
Yes, sir. And then what, sir?
And then you and I'll make a short visit to the mortuary.
What for?
To see if the unfortunate lady on the slab is still smiling. 7:15 the next morning, a rather tousled, blear-eyed Cunningham arrived at Scotland Yard with Sergeant Flannery and was seated to wait for my arrival. When I arrived at 9:30, he stopped me.
What's up now, Inspector?
Oh, just wanted to talk some things over with you. See you in a few minutes.
But look, I've not had my breakfast.
Well, I'll be with you in just a few moments.
Oh, Inspector Lowe.
Oh, yes, North.
I've something for you to look at once.
Just wait a bit, Cunningham. I'm sure you don't mind.
But, Inspector, what...
Nice going, North, I said. A very good act. But North looked at me quite seriously. Not an act, Bob, he said. We found something. He handed me a little bottle cap. What's this, I asked.
Read it. We found it in the fireplace of Cunningham's place last night, alongside these hairpins. Now, you read what it says on the bottle cap.
Madame du Maurier's golden hair rinse. Why, North, I think Mr. Cunningham will be delighted to see that, after he's waited and sweated another hour or two. I let him in after 2 more hours. I'm afraid he was a rather pitiable sight. Flannery's cryptic remark to him as he passed by, something about new evidence, had ruined his sorely tried composure. And the waiting and speculating and wondering. I let him speak first.
I decided I'd better tell you the truth, Inspector.
I let him wait.
What I would like to know is this. I did kill her. But it was accidental. I didn't mean to do it. It was purely an accident. She came to my room.
You did know her, then?
I knew her slightly. She came to my rooms and she demanded money and she threatened me when I told her I had none.
How did she threaten you? How did she threaten you?
She struck at me, and I automatically struck back, and she fell and hit her forehead on the fender of the fireplace, and then...
Wait. The bruise was on the back of her head.
And I got panicky, and I stuffed her body in a trunk.
When did you bleach your hair?
What? But I tell you, I didn't murder her. I killed her accidentally, I tell you, accidentally.
Listen to me, Cunningham, before you say any more.
What?
Arthur Cunningham, I arrest you on a charge of willful murder. I warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and used in evidence against you. Now, go on with your story, if you like.
The crime.
Cunningham's admission at the trial that he had lured his former inamorata to his office to put an end to her threats of exposure, together with his eventual identification by the shopkeeper, taxi driver, and the bus conductor, the stolen duster from the Hammersmith Hotel in which the body was wrapped, and other evidence produced by Scotland Yard were of great importance at his trial.
The verdict.
My lord, we, the jury, find the prisoner guilty of willful murder.
The sentence.
To be hanged by the neck until you are dead. And may God have mercy on your soul.
For the first time, Scotland Yard opens its secret files to bring you the authentic, true stories of some of its most baffling cases. These accurate records are drawn from the Scotland Yard file by special permission of Commissioner Sir Harold Scott. They're true in every respect, except for the names of the participants, which, for obvious reasons, have been changed. The research has been done by Mr. Percy Hoskins, chief crime reporter for the London Daily Express, and the stories for radio are written and directed by Mr. Willis Cooper. Here are the principal participants in case number 201 MR340. Sidney Patterson, builder.
Mr. Patterson is absent, sir.
Detective Inspector Edmund Whittaker of Scotland Yard.
It was quite obvious why Mr. Patterson was absent. There are other participants in our case number 201 MR340, but not of the same importance as Mr. Patterson. We shall run across them as we go on. We shall run across a great many interesting things as we reenact case 201 MR340. And I should like to warn you, if you have the slightest trace of murder in your heart, that a murdered person's teeth are almost impossible to destroy, and that nothing is ever lost, and will certainly be found sometime, somewhere, by someone. Now, will you come with me? This is Scotland Yard's Black Museum.
Yes?
It's Inspector Whittaker, sir, with a friend.
Oh, do come in, Whittaker.
Thank you, sir. Come along. This is Chief Superintendent John Davidson, the curator of the Black Museum.
Well, how do you do? I'm afraid this place is a little like a chamber of horrors, although our exhibits taken by themselves are not so startling. But they are souvenirs of the lawbreaker's art, particularly of the unlovely art of murder. Now, this human bone here brought one man to the hangman's expert hands. And these dried bloodstains on this cloth are from a once-loving husband's throat. And this revolver... Oh, but you wanted to see the exhibits in our case 201 MR340, didn't you, Whittaker?
Yes, if you please, sir.
Well, these are the only ones we had. There's a man's tooth, and this badly charred top of an ordinary office stool.
That's all we have here of case 201 MR340. The rest is elsewhere. Detective Sergeant Alexander McMurphy and I, we were the murder squad next on call, were sitting peacefully chatting in my office at Scotland Yard that evening of the 16th May, waiting for our relief, who were due in less than half an hour.
Oh, you're early, Anson.
No such luck, Mac.
Oh, hello, Boots.
What's up, Boots?
Investigation, sir.
Why couldn't I wait another half hour?
Sorry, sir. It just came in.
We don't live right.
Camden Town, sir. There's a fire.
What?
They want someone from the yard.
What are we, a bleeding auxiliary fire brigade, do they think?
They seem to have come across someone sitting in the middle of it, sir.
What?
Sitting in it? Grilled to a turn.
What?
Here's the address, sir. Your car's waiting.
We hastened at once, of course, to the Camden Town location, about 20 miles away. The fire was a small one. It had partially destroyed an old shed which had been used as an office by a local builder, Mr. Sidney Patterson. It was only a smouldering ruin when we arrived and identified ourselves to the magnificently moustached section leader in charge. We followed him into the soggy ruins of the shed.
Right here, gentlemen. We wetted him down with the fire hoses as soon as we saw him, but it was much too late.
Hot fire?
Oh, ruddy inferno. He had paints and oil stored in here. Not my idea of a way to commit suicide.
Suicide?
Note on the table there. What was a table? Into the top with a drawing pin. Hey?
Yes. Hold up your torch here a sec, will you, section leader?
Yeah.
Goodbye, all. No work, no money. Sidney R. Patterson.
That was the poor sod's name. See the sign?
I'll telephone the laboratory to pick up the remains, shall I, sir?
Best use the two-way wireless on the car, I think.
All right, sir.
What's he leaning against? Looks like a stool or something.
That's what it is, sir. A office stool. See these buckets all around him? He must have surrounded himself with buckets of paint and whatnot. And flipped a match into one of them.
You ever hear of a chap committing suicide by setting himself on fire before?
No, I wouldn't want to. It'd hurt awful.
Don't touch him.
Well, I was only trying to pull him away from the stool here. Part of him ain't burned, see? Where he's stuck to it.
Don't. The laboratory chap will see to it.
Blimey. Setting himself on fire didn't hurt him.
What do you mean?
He shot himself first. Did you see the bullet hole in his back where it ain't burned? When it was against the stool?
In his back? Well, was the man a contortionist?
No, sir. He was a builder, sir.
At the yard's pathological laboratories, the relatively small, unburned portion of the body was carefully examined, and it was established that the bullet wound was the probable cause of death. The bullet, which was recovered, proved to be a .38 caliber revolver bullet, which had been fired into the body from the back, entering just below the left shoulder blade and ranging downward, presumably through the heart. Experiments by all of us demonstrated to our satisfaction that such a wound could not possibly be self-inflicted. The improbable suicide was definitely murder. I sent 2 detective constables to search the ruins of the shed. It had been roped off at our request by the Camden Town Fire Brigade. You'll be looking primarily for a revolver, I told them, but fetch back anything you find that appears useful to us. Whilst they were shifting the ashes, Sergeant McMurphy sifted the affairs of Mr. Sidney Patterson. He reported to me what he had found.
From the little I've been able to gather, Patterson wasn't much of a success as a builder, sir. He seems to have been a genius for getting into difficulty.
What sort of difficulty?
Money.
How strikingly unusual.
Huh? Oh, he had one time been a ship's captain on one of the P&O liners, but was discharged when he was unable to account for tools to the value of £8 11 shillings. It was strongly suspected that he sold them, but the charges couldn't be proved. He served in the Royal Marine Light Infantry as a Lance Corporal. His record is, shall I say, dubious.
How dubious?
He was accused of a number of times by his shipmates of cheating, specifically at the game of Crown and Anchor. He was extremely unpopular in the Royal Marines, it seems, and was finally discharged. I shall have a more detailed report from his former commanding officer tomorrow.
Hadn't he any friends at all?
I've been able to discover only one with whom he could be said to be reasonably friendly, a man named Duncan Fraser, a rent collector in the city with whom he frequently played billiards.
I hope he didn't make the mistake of trying to cheat a Scotsman.
I'm not so sure, sir.
Eh?
Duncan Fraser has been missing since the night of the fire.
The hue and cry was immediately set up throughout all Britain for the missing Duncan Fraser. It's extremely difficult for a British subject to leave our tight little island without record. But the search was no avail whatever. It apparently dropped off the earth. The constables, applied to the ash sifting at the scene of the fire, found only one thing of note: the twisted remains of an ornate red and black fountain pen, which was identified by his wife as Sidney Patterson's property. Careful examination showed that it was the pen with which the farewell note had been written, and comparisons with other known samples of Patterson's handwriting demonstrated that it had been actually written by Patterson himself. Sergeant McMurphy and I were extremely glum as we discussed our progress in my office late one night.
Progress, indeed. We've been progressing backwards, sir.
Yeah, if we could find the revolver, it'd be quite simple to trace its owner.
If the owner is Duncan Fraser, we'll still have to trace him.
Mm-hmm. No luck yet?
None at all, at all. You know, sir, one thing puzzles me.
A great many things puzzle me, Mac.
If this missing rent collector did murder Patterson, why did he first deposit half the money he'd collected in the bank, I mean? If he was going to kill someone and scram, why didn't he keep it all? He'd need it.
How did he get Patterson to write his own suicide note?
Had a gun on him, maybe.
Well, the handwriting wallahs insist there's no indication of stress or strain or emotional upset or whatever. In the handwriting. It's normal, they say. I wonder...
What?
I'm thinking. I have a filthy little hunch, Mac.
What?
What if Fraser's dead?
He is. They can't find him.
The teeth of that deader weren't destroyed.
Patterson's?
I'm wondering if it was Patterson's. Or Duncan, Mac.
Patterson was a known crook.
Could he have been playing games with us? Show me that telephone, old boy. Good evening, Mrs. Patterson. Detective Inspector Whitaker, Scotland Yard here. I wonder, Mrs. Patterson, if you could tell us the name of your late husband's dentist? Thank you very much indeed. No, Mrs. Patterson, I'm afraid we've nothing to report yet. Get this tooth merchant in here first thing in the morning, will you, Mac? We'll meet him in the laboratory and let him look at our client's fangs.
Well?
Well, what, Doctor?
I never saw these teeth in my life.
What? Oh?
I can assure you they are not Sidney Patterson.
You can swear to that, Doctor?
Well, I hope you're not impugning my professional judgment, sir.
Well, not at all, Doctor. It's a matter of correct legal procedure.
I have ample records in my office which you may consult. Charts, impressions. Sidney Patterson had lost 3 teeth a long time ago. I extracted the left upper canine and the adjacent incisor myself more than a year ago. You'll observe that both teeth are intact in this jaw, sir.
Then you're prepared to swear that these teeth are not Sidney Patterson, sir?
I most assuredly am.
And that this is not Sidney Patterson's body?
Since the jaw containing the teeth is attached to the remainder of the body, I'm prepared so to swear, sir. It's often impossible to grow a new head on a body. My fee will be 1 guinea.
I will indent for it at once, Doctor.
Good day, sir. Now, what did I do with my hat? Oh, yeah, good day.
Good day, Doctor.
I am sincerely glad the teeth are not inflammable, Mac.
If more people knew that, there'd be fewer left to be called for corpses around here, sir.
Right. Now, have you found Duncan Fraser's dentist yet?
I at once caused a thorough investigation to be made throughout London and the vicinity of Perth in Scotland, where Fraser came from, to discover a dentist who had been employed professionally by him. The search was most thorough, although the combined efforts of Scotland Yard and the provincial police were not sufficient to find the person. In the meantime, we were able to lay our hands on some 13 or 15 persons who had known either Patterson or Fraser. Each individually viewed the grisly remains in the Scotland Yard mortuary, and the results?
Ivor Young, Esquire, former employer of Duncan Fraser.
Oh,
It's hard to say, but I believe this to be the body of Fraser.
Michael Fish, a former neighbor of Fraser.
No, that ain't him. I knowed him well.
Edgar Stone, brother-in-law of Patterson.
I'm quite sure this is Sidney Patterson's body. And besides, that's the fountain pen I gave him.
Artificer Sergeant Rodney Smith, Royal Marine Light Infantry, a former service acquaintance of Patterson's.
No, that ain't him at all. Oh, I wish it was. Bleeding stinker he was. No, but this ain't him.
Police Constable Mark Emerson, a former billiards companion of Fraser.
It's Duncan, all right. He looks awful, but then he always did.
Hamish Fraser, uncle of Duncan.
Oh, no. No, that isn't my nephew, Duncan.
Samuel Furness, laborer, sometime employee of Sidney Patterson.
I know it's him. Well, didn't I work for him?
Confusion. Confusion confounded. 6 said it was Furness, 7 insisted it was Fraser. Patterson's widow herself was not sure, and she and her brother, Edgar Stone, Patterson's brother-in-law, had high words. McMurphy and I nipped round to the Goat and Compasses to refresh and sustain ourselves. I was finishing my gin and bitters, and Mac was deep into his second pint of mild and bitter, when the proprietor, one Dick Gillespie, came out of the saloon bar and accosted us.
Oh, I say, Inspector Whittaker, I didn't know you were in here.
Yeah, hello, Dick.
There was a telephone call for you.
Oh, who was it?
Sergeant Kenneth at the yard.
What do you want?
Well, he said they'd found the dentist. What's the matter, Inspector? Your teeth hurt you?
It was a dentist from Perth. The Scottish police had found him. We brought him at once to Scotland Yard, where he immediately identified the charred remains as those of Duncan Fraser. One of his molars was curiously malformed. It corresponded exactly with the one shown in a clinical photograph of Fraser's mouth the doctor had made a year ago. There was no mistaking it, he said. We returned to my office to marshal the facts that we had accumulated. The labourer, Samuel Furness, who had been so certain of his identification of the body as that of Patterson, was waiting. Mac and I listened.
I knew that was Mr. Patterson what burned up to a skeleton, sir.
Why are you so sure, Furness?
Because I was the last man to see him alive, sir.
When?
Well, in the afternoon of the day he was burned up, sir.
Go on.
Well, it was like this here, you see, sir.
Go on.
Well, I come into his office, sir. You know, the shed, what was all burned up. I was after the 7 and 6 he'd owed me for 2 months. Oh, he was always putting me off, sir, but...
Why?
Well, he always seemed to be stony, sir. Never seemed to have a shilling. Ah, he was always putting me off.
Go on.
Did you get your money?
Oh, that I did, sir. Before you could say knife, he had out his purse and he pulled out a great wad of notes. Then he counted me out me 7 and 6. And then he handed me half a crown. And he says, here, buy yourself half a pint, Sammy. Cool, I was fair took aback at old Sidney giving anybody anything for nothing.
He seemed to have plenty of money, did he?
Well, his wallet was fair stuff. You know, it's the first time I ever known him to have more than threepence in me life.
Oh?
Well, I was so took back, I tried to get up and I fell right on me apple and plum, yes. I kicked my foot against a couple of bags of cement he had under his desk and I fell right down.
Did you see the bags of cement?
Well, they was under the desk, sir.
Did you see them?
Well, well, no, sir, I didn't, but I know I kicked
Furness.
Patterson had plenty of money in his wallet for the first time.
We found that there was absolutely no identification in the ruins of the burned shed that any cement had ever been stored there.
We'll find him.
I said that nothing is ever lost. No thing, no person. I will admit, however, that it is sometimes extremely difficult to find a missing thing or a missing person, especially when the objects of the search have few distinguishing characteristics. Sidney Patterson was such a man.
Description of Sidney Patterson, broadcast by Scotland Yard.
Age 43. Height 5 feet 9 inches. Weight 11 stone 4. Medium brown hair and straggling moustache same color, which he may have shaved off. Eyes blue. When last seen was dressed in grey tweed single-breasted suit. White shirt, dark red tie, black low-cut shoes.
How many men answering that description
do you see in a day? We had reports from every corner of the United Kingdom. 2 slightly addled gentlemen, neither of whom resembled Patterson in the slightest, marched, one at Torquay and one at Llanfair in Wales, into police stations, announcing themselves as the wanted man. Each was promptly committed. Lodging housekeepers by the 100 were interviewed. The manhunt dragged on for 8 days before we had our first glimmer of success. Let McMurphy tell it. He was there.
There was a lodging house in Regent's Park, a very obscure one which smelt of Brussels sprouts. The proprietress was in the hospital having another baby, and her husband, a very harassed man, was in charge. Yes, he said, they'd had a lodger who seemed to answer to the broadcast description. Had, I said.
Well, he ain't here anymore, I mean.
What became of him?
Well, he opted. He opted the very day that the piper come out with the description.
Where?
I don't know. He just sent us his telegram.
Brother ill. Must leave. We'll get in touch later. Rogers. Rogers, eh? That the name he gave?
Right here it is in the register book. Here. Sidney Rogers, see?
Sidney, eh? That his own writing?
Yes.
I'd like to have that page, if you please. Oh, I'll return it. You're sure it's his handwriting?
Oh, I seen him. I seen him write it.
May I have the page?
Well, my old lady likes to keep things neat and tidy.
Well, I'll return it as soon as we've checked it against a sample of his handwriting. Now, when did he come here?
16th of May. It says right here.
And when did he leave?
Well, the day his description first come out in the paper.
He leave his luggage?
Oh, he hadn't any luggage. He was here all the time without even changing his shirt. That room of his, it's fair piggish.
Must be.
Well, we're rid of him, and he's paid up till the end of the week. Anyway, so we don't lose nothing. You suppose it was him?
It'll be in the papers.
Comparisons of samples of Patterson's handwriting with the signature of Sidney Rogers showed them to be identical. Peterson's full name was Sidney Roger Patterson. The telegram had been sent from Southend. We turned our attention to that muddy little place. He was not to be found, although our search was scrupulous and thorough. We put a postal stop on all letters addressed to his former home, expecting that sooner or later he'd attempt to write to his wife. Thus, all letters addressed to that house would be held out and delivered to us first. We would open and read them, reseal, and allow them to be delivered to the addressee without the wife's knowledge that we had read them. No letters appeared. We waited. Time was on our side, and the searchers at Southend plodded along, making no apparent progress. And then, after a week had passed, the post office people sent us a letter. It was addressed to his brother-in-law, Edgar Stone, who had a room there.
Letter addressed to Edgar Stone.
Dear Edgar, just a line to you in the hope that I shall be able to see a friend before I end it all. Will you come to see me at Southend Sunday, please? Take the 10:35 train. It arrives at Southend at 12:08. Come out of the station, walk straight across the road and down Whitegate Road on the left side. I shall see you coming. If you come, please bring me a 15.5-inch shirt and a comb. Best of luck. Mine is gone. F. Farmer.
Well.
So.
I withdrew the detectives from the area mentioned in the letter, which was resealed and delivered to Edgar Stone. I didn't want to alarm Mr. Farmer Patterson. Next day, Edgar Stone came to see me. He sat down nervously. "What can I do for you, Sir Stone?" I asked.
I have received a letter, Inspector.
Yes?
It's from...
Are you going to Southend on Sunday, Mr. Stone? Stone had a strong sense of justice, strengthened perhaps by the shabby way Patterson had treated his sister for so many years. He agreed at once to assist us. We sat in my office and planned it, Mac and Stone and I. "You'll take in the shirt, of course, Stone," I said.
Yes, sir.
What a man who's going to end it all once with a shirt is beyond me.
Probably needs it.
Afraid he'll be recognized if he goes out to buy one, I expect. He's got plenty of money, we know that.
If the banks had been opened that afternoon, he wouldn't have any.
What?
Well, Fraser would have deposited his afternoon's collection, same as he did his morning.
Well, the banks had been open, Fraser'd still be alive.
Sydney'd be up to some other mischief.
Yes. Well, let's get organized, shall we? First, we'll need a good man on this Whitegate Road to see Patterson doesn't get frightened into a bunk. You'd better do that, Mac.
Well,
I'm afraid he'll spot you for a cop.
Sky?
Hmm?
I've seen too many cinemas, I'm afraid.
I don't like false beards.
Wait. You play the fiddle, don't you, Mac?
What?
You could be a street fiddler, couldn't you?
Well, I could.
That's what you'll be. Complete with tin cup and pathetic look. Very touching and very unsuspicious. And I'll have half of what you take in.
How am I going to stop a man with a fiddle?
Oh, simple enough, old boy. Just play God Save the King. He'll stand at attention till I get there. We planned it as carefully as we could. This was to be the definitive last act. Stone and I took the same train to Southend, but when he got off with me, I stayed inside the station. Far down the street, I could see Sergeant McMurphy in an ancient green suit of clothes, sawing industriously away on his fiddle. There were a few pedestrians on the street. Church services were just over. There's Whitehead Road, I said to Stone. Come back at once. The up train's due in a few minutes. Good luck.
I wish I didn't have to do this, Inspector, but...
Just remember what he's done, Stone.
It's the only reason I'm doing it, sir.
Good luck.
Sidney was my friend once.
He turned and crossed the road, walked slowly down Whitehead Road. I watched him from the station window. As he approached McMurphy, he paused a second. I chuckled as McMurphy held out his tin cup and Stone dropped a coin into it. Far away, I could hear his fiddle. I went to the door of the station and stepped outside as he turned the far corner. There is such a thing as trusting a man, but... I waited. The distant street fiddler shambled round the corner which Stone had turned. I fidgeted. A couple passed on their way home from the church. I waited. A small boy ran past with a hockey stick. I waited. And at last I saw McMurphy in his green suit come slowly round the corner toward me. In a moment, Stone reappeared. He glanced at Mac as he passed, and I thought I saw him nod. I started toward him, sauntering quite casually. We passed without recognition. Mac had halted again and was playing. I stopped alongside him. How much have you made, Mac? I asked.
4 shillings.
Good. What happened? Oh, it's all right. Anybody who sees us will think I'm asking you how you fell to this low estate.
First house round the corner. There was a cardboard sign in the window. Sydney was printed on it. Door opened. He went in. That's all I saw.
Good. I'll nip round to the back. You walk on around in front and play. We'll see what happens.
Well, I can't play God Save the King.
It was easy to nip over the fence and slip around to the rear of the second house, which was marked J. Huntington. I tried the rear door. It was unlocked. I opened it cautiously and stepped inside. It was empty, apparently. I stepped down the narrow hall.
Is that you, Mr. Huntington?
I walked toward the voice.
Mr. Huntington, is that you?
I walked at the door on the left.
Mr. Huntington.
He stood there in the frosty little room, a pathetic figure with his neatly combed hair, holding a clean white shirt in his hand, an embarrassed little smile on his face.
Oh, I thought you were Mr. Huntington.
I'm Inspector Whittaker of Scotland Yard, Mr. Patterson.
Oh, yes. I knew you'd found me eventually. I just wanted to put on a clean shirt before
I detain you on suspicion of being involved in the murder of Duncan Fraser.
Poor Duncan.
And I warn you that anything you may say will be taken down in writing and used against you.
There we are. I've only one thing to say, sir. I did murder Duncan. This is the revolver I shot him with.
Give it here.
The one you couldn't find, sir.
Give it here.
It wasn't lost, sir.
Give it here.
Oh, no, sir.
Patterson! No, Sidney. Nothing is ever lost. Except lies, I'm afraid.
Here are the principal participants in Scotland Yard case number 397 MR381. Stanley Russell, shop clerk.
Mr. Russell is not to be found.
Mrs. Hope Russell, his wife.
Mrs. Russell was reported missing on the day before Good Friday.
Adolf Hitler's Luftwaffe. Chief Inspector Bryce Purcell of Scotland Yard.
I should like to introduce Deputy Commander William Bird of Scotland Yard, my superior officer.
Before we proceed, I believe it would be a good idea to visit the Black Museum. Come along with me, if you please.
After you, sir.
Good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon, sir.
This is Chief Superintendent John Davidson, curator of Scotland Yard's Black Museum.
Well, how do you do? You came about case number 397 MR381, I believe you said, sir.
Right. Will you tell us about it, John?
Well, this is the exhibit. No, don't touch it, please. It's quite fragile. And as you can see, it has already been broken. We have a great many other exhibits of crimes in these rooms. Murder weapons, blood-stained garments, bullets that have snuffed out many lives, death masks of many notorious criminals. Almost every instrument of violence that can be conceived. I should explain that these gruesome objects about us are not merely souvenirs. Many of them have aided our men in solving other crimes and bringing the perpetrators to justice. Now, this one.
Tell us what this thing is, John.
This is Mrs. Hope Russell.
"16 months after the Easter Blitz of 1941, the work of clearing out bombed-out areas of London was still progressing. On the 12th July 1942, the Scotland Yard Information Room received an urgent call from PC John Dunn of the Kennington District. A patrol car in which Chief Inspector Purcell was riding was dispatched to the scene, a partially destroyed Baptist chapel.
I was directed to the spot by PC Dunn, who was on point duty at the road intersection.
Right over there, sir, where you see the men standing. They found something, sir. The navvies that's working here.
Right, thank you. Morning, boys.
Morning.
What have you found?
Who are you, mate?
I'm Chief Inspector Purcell, Scotland Yard. What's up?
Down, sir? Down there.
In that hole, sir?
Yes. It's an old burying vault, sir.
What is it?
A skeleton, sir. He's dead.
Up down, Georgie and Sean with your torch.
All right. There you see, sir. Here he is.
Stand to one side, will you?
It's off under this stone slab, sir. See?
I see him. Well, what's so strange about a skeleton in a burial vault?
There ain't been anybody in there since 1934, sir.
1935.
I was in that gang that moved the old corpses out of here, Herbert. It was 1934. We didn't leave a one. God bless you.
It's quicklime down here, sir.
Quicklime? How'd quicklime get down there?
You're the detective, mister. We just work here.
The badly burned skeleton was removed to the pathological laboratories at Scotland Yard, together with the other articles found in the vault. A considerable amount of quicklime and a half-burned straw pelleas which had partially covered the remains. There was nothing else. I stood beside Keith Briggs, the Home Office pathologist, while he completed his examination. "What do you think, Keith?" I asked.
Well, she's dead.
She?
Well, it's a woman, all right. No question about that. The hip bones are characteristically a woman's. So is the sacrum here, and...
How old a woman?
Oh, middle-aged, I'd say. See, the bones are fully developed, so we know she was full-grown. And there were 1 or 2 strands of long gray hair adhering to the skull. Here they are. And then the teeth here.
What about them?
Well, you see, they're pretty well worn. Now, you see here, in the upper jaw, 7 of the uppers are missing. Now, see these ridges?
Yes.
Well, they were caused by a dental plate, which probably consisted of 7 teeth, and then...
What are you looking for?
The measuring tape.
Oh, here. The lady was lying on it. What are you going to do now?
See how tall she was.
She's rather jumbled about. And the feet, where are they?
Oh, the thigh bone's all I need. Oh, hold it, please, huh? This one. Now, let's see. 43 centimeters. Well, that's all right, sir. Now, 43 centimeters multiplied by 3.6.
What are you doing?
On Sediment scale, you multiply the length of the thigh bone by 3.6. Man's, that's 3.7. And you get the exact height. Now, see, that's 154.8 centimeters. We'll call it 1 meter 55. Meters 39.37 and 55 hundredths of 39.37 is 21.65. Now, 39.37 plus 21.65, that's 7, 5, 12, 6, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 3, 5, 6, 61.02 inches. There. She was 5 feet 1 200 inches tall. In a word, 5'1".
What was her name?
Whatever her name, sir, she was murdered.
Consider that I've asked the question.
Eh? Oh, how do I know? Well, this bone here.
Where does it fit?
This is what she talked with. It's the voice box, the trachea, her throat. Look, see these little wing things up here? Now, see this one? See, it's broken.
Well,
this is one of the most significant fractures in all forensic medicine, sir.
Why?
There's only one way to do it.
Oh, come on, man. Don't come Sherlock Holmes on me. How do you do it?
Well, I was about to say by manual pressure on the throat, sir.
Strangulation, you mean?
Intentional strangulation, sir. There's no other way.
And then there's the quicklime.
Surely you know that quicklime will not destroy a body, sir.
Yes, I know it, Keith. But murderers seldom do. Reference to the ARP records showed that every other casualty and missing persons in Kennington had been accounted for. It was apparent that the victim had not been a resident of that district. I caused bulletins and charts of the teeth to be sent to all the dentists in London for identification. No results were forthcoming, and we were forced to conclude that the dentist in question had become an air raid casualty, or that the work had been done in some other city. I gave Purcell a very difficult assignment.
Difficult, sir? Well, it's not so difficult, but it's tedious. It'll take a long time.
I know, but it's got to be done. I'm strongly of the opinion that it was murder.
We checked carefully, sir, and the only quicklime on the entire premises was that in the vault with the skeleton. I thought they might have dusted the entire place with quicklime for sanitary purposes, but they hadn't. Certainly looks as if someone had wanted to dispose of a body.
Until we know who she was, we'll never discover who he is.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll get cracking. I'll need men to go over the missing persons records, sir, to find the names and addresses.
Every woman 5 feet tall, of middle age with gray hair, who is still missing now.
And then I'll need more men to make inquiries of all the next of kin to see which of them wore false teeth.
And to find out which one wore an upper plate that matches the one in Briggs's chart here.
It'll take a good many men and a good bit of time, sir.
You can get the men, Purcell, and we've got the time. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Nothing whatever happened for 2 weeks, except for the unrewarded activities of Purcell's men. I had a minor inspiration about the 7th day. Put me through to Sergeant Bowles, please. Commander Baird here, Sergeant. I should like you to send me all the file copies of the Metro operations for the period 2 weeks before to 2 weeks after the Easter Blitz of last year, please. Yes, at once, if you please. The Metropolitan Informations is a daily newspaper containing digests of all the crime news. It is usually invaluable. I pored over every issue, looking assiduously for an item that might prove of some help. I had reached the end of the first week after the date the Kennington Chapel was destroyed, with no results whatever, when Purcell reported.
Found, sir.
Oh, good.
Here is the missing plate.
That's much better than I'd hoped for, Purcell.
Apparently the plate hurt her mouth. She often left it at home. As a matter of fact, I found it at her sister's.
Oh?
I stopped upstairs to see Keith Briggs in the laboratory, and they fit exactly, allowing for the fact that there's no flesh on the jawbones. Ah, here's Keith.
Is that right, Keith?
That's right, sir. And the marks on the skeleton's teeth coincide exactly with these little clamps here. I've brought the skull down. You see, sir?
Oh, she looks very fine. Congratulations, Purcell.
Thank you, sir. The only thing is, she was reported missing 3 days before the raid that destroyed the chapel.
She was?
It's in all the records, sir.
Where were you, madame?
She might have been hidden in the vault. Immediately she was murdered, sir. And then the fire, when the place was bombed...
It must have been quite a hot fire. Let's see. The Kennington Fire Brigade, please. Yes. Oh, what's her name, Purcell?
Mrs. Hope Russell.
Russell. Hope Russell, did you say? Oh, hello. Is that the Kennington Fire Brigade? The senior company officer, if you please. I'll wait. Hope Russell. I've run across that name somewhere. Yes? Thank you. Hello, this is Commander Bird at Scotland Yard. Do you remember during the Easter Blitz last year when the Baptist Chapel was destroyed there in Kennington? What I wanted to know was that a very severe fire... What? There was no fire?
What?
No fire whatever when the chapel was destroyed? Oh, 2 days later. How very curious. It was reported by whom? The Kennington police. Or wasn't there a... Oh, look here, old chap. I'm sending at once for their divisional superintendent. Could you possibly come along with him to my office at the yard? Yes. I'm afraid it is rather important. I'll have him pick you up in his car. Thank you so much. At once, yes.
No fire.
Keith, would you mind? Get him and the fire chap over here at once. Use my name. Ask them both to bring their records for that night. Please.
All right, sir. No fire, eh?
What's that woman's name, Purcell?
Mrs. Hope Russell.
I knew I remembered it. Look at this.
Metro Informations, eh?
Look under articles lost and found. I was just reading it.
Lost and found.
Here, the third item. Read that.
Found by Postmistress Guilford, Surrey, in the post office yesterday, a woman's purse. Black leather, plain, strap. Contents, lipstick, comb, mirror, 2 London tram tickets, 11pence in coin, ration book, identity card, issued to Mrs. Hope Russell. Well, what was she doing in Guildford?
Look at the date of the paper, Purcell.
April...
What was she doing in Guildford 3 days after the air raid in Kennington? The divisional superintendent and the fire brigade officer from Kennington sat in my office with Purcell and me. I looked at the fire brigade records first.
Now, here, sir, this is the day of the big raid when the chapel was destroyed. Good Friday evening, 11th of April, 1941.
Yes.
Every call is set down in the occurrence book here, sir.
Yes, I know.
Together with all the calls to the auxiliary fire service, the civilians, sir.
Yes, I know.
And you can see there's no report whatever of a fire at the Kennington Baptist Chapel from either source.
Quite.
But over here, sir, on this page, Tuesday the 15th, 4 days later, 11 o'clock p.m. You see, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Chapel and so forth. Report telephoned in by Kennington Police Station.
Do your records correspond, Superintendent?
I'll read it to you, sir. 10:57 p.m., Tuesday, 15th of April. P.C. Allison telephoned to report a fire at the ruins of the Baptist Chapel. Alarm telephone to Kennington Fire Brigade at 11 p.m.
You rang us up yourself, Robert.
I did that indeed. Here's my initials.
What do you think, Purcell?
Why did the police constable report it?
Yes, I was just going to ask that.
I don't understand, sir.
Wasn't there a fire watcher?
Wasn't there?
Well, sir, there was a fire watcher.
There was supposed to be.
Well, where was he?
Asleep, sir, probably.
Or out catching a drink somewhere.
Not an ARP man.
No, sir. A private man employed by the wholesale chemist across the road from the chapel. A thoroughly useless man.
Completely undependable.
Yeah, his employers caught up with him at last, sir. He was sacked 6 or 7 weeks ago. I've not seen him since.
Neither have I.
Well, sounds like a spiv to me.
He is, sir. I knew him quite well. Had a great deal of trouble with his wife, and I used to see him quite regularly.
Oh?
He agreed to pay in 18 shillings and ninepence, I think it was, weekly, at the police station for her, which he didn't ever do.
Not ever.
Never once till Easter Monday last year, right after the big raid. He kept it up, too, till he was discharged and left.
I suppose this chemical firm he worked for could put us onto him. I'd like to have a chat with the fellow. Wouldn't you, Purcell?
I certainly would. I'll telephone them now and ask them if you'll give me the name of the firm and his name.
Oh, his name is Stanley Russell.
Russell?
I wonder if you'd know his wife's name, Superintendent.
Oh, I've seen it often enough. Yes, sir. Her name is Mrs. Hope Russell.
In The Pirates of Penzance, Gilbert and Sullivan complain bitterly that a policeman's lot is not a happy one. I subscribe most heartily to that sentiment. I would like you to hear Chief Inspector Purcell's report to me, just as he gave it, in my office. Well, Purcell, I said, did you find our Mr. Stanley Russell all right?
Not there.
Well, you've left men to wait for him, haven't you?
Sir, I got the address of the place. Sergeant Hatton and I drove there in a yard car driven by Constable Small.
Get on with it, man.
The whole bloody place was gone, sir.
Gone?
The whole bloody block was destroyed. Destroyed by an enemy bomb in an air raid 6 months ago. One day after Russell moved in. Not one person in the whole building's been heard of since. Sir, I respectfully request permission to go somewhere and get howling drunk.
You know, Purcell, I think I'll go with you.
But we didn't. We sat quietly in Commander Bird's office and thought long, dark thoughts. After a while, Keith Briggs, the pathologist, observing the light inside, stopped by, and almost at the same time, John Davidson from the back museum came in to see what was up. Nothing's up, John, I said. On the contrary.
What happened?
Purcell was just telling Keith here. The chap is a Blitz casualty.
Dead? And may God have mercy on his soul.
I'd rather hope to hear a bloke in a black cap say that, Keith. I thought we had him, dead to rights.
Oh, don't be so bloody American.
I think we could have proved it. He strangled her, then hid her body in the vault. Took her handbag to Guildford and lost it in the post office there.
Cleverly putting Scotland Yard off the scent.
Timing was a little bad.
And then when the Blitz came...
Tried quicklime first, didn't work.
Blitz came, and he set her afire.
If he'd been a better fire watcher and not hiding a hole somewhere, he'd have known there was no fire that night.
Oh, but he wasn't a good fire watcher.
Wasn't good at anything.
I wonder...
what, John?
What do you mean, John?
Well, if I'd strangled my wife and burned her up, which God forbid, because I hadn't one, I'd be very happy to have people think I was dead. If I'd hear that my home was destroyed and everybody in it dead, I should be delighted, most delighted. I'd change my name.
Not in wartime, you wouldn't.
That's right. Identity cards and ration books.
Absolutely.
I'd forgotten. Getting new ones in the name of Harry Hawkins or Sam Small would be difficult. But even Scotland Yard would stop looking for me if they thought I was dead. Wouldn't they, Commander Bird?
And you'd go around buying new clothing and whatnot, if you could, and presenting your own ration book in your own name, and... Where are you going, Purcell?
I'm going to stagger home through the blackout, sir, with your permission. I've a large number of men's clothing stores to interview beginning tomorrow, and I'd like to get a good night's sleep. Good night, all.
The Stanley Russell crop was enormous. Chief Inspector Purcell discovered that 234 of them had purchased clothing since the date our Stanley Russell had been reported dead by enemy action. But not one of them was the Stanley Russell we wanted. We made thorough inquiries of all his known acquaintances, all to no avail. The War Office had no record of our man. We were reluctantly forced to the conclusion that he was dead, or that he had heard of our search for him and gone to ground most effectively, as I said to a rather haggard Purcell. Purcell shook his head.
I'd like to keep on looking, sir, if I may. I have a hunch that he'll turn up unexpectedly.
It will certainly be unexpected so far as I'm concerned.
I'd like to keep on trying, sir.
Well, for a few weeks more, but I'm afraid... Commander Byrd speaking. Yes, he's here. It's for you, Purcell.
Well, I'll take it outside, sir.
No, don't. Take it here.
Thank you, sir. Chief Inspector Purcell here. Who is he? Oh? Well, I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Yes. Will you ask him to wait a moment? I'll ring you back. Sir.
Yeah?
I've never been so shocked in all my life.
Oh, really? What's happened? Somebody dead?
Somebody's alive.
What?
If I'd heard this on the radio, I wouldn't have believed it.
Why, what's happened?
Mr. Stanley Russell is calling on us.
Well, Brother Purcell, let him enter and be received in due form.
Will you show Mr. Stanley Russell in, please? Thank you.
You sound like a spider, Purcell.
Thank you, sir. I feel I am.
And a chair for our guest.
You think I sound like a spider? Come in.
Mr. Stanley Russell, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. I was looking for Inspector Purcell.
Come in, sir. I'm Chief Inspector Purcell.
How do you do, sir?
And this is Commander Byrd.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. May I sit down? Thank you. Does one smoke in here?
Yes, by all means.
Will you try an Abdullah?
I'm afraid I always smoke vines. Now, I hear Scotland Yard is looking for me.
That's true.
Why, may I ask?
You've been extremely hard to find.
Oh, I've been in the country. Derbyshire.
We should have come there eventually.
Oh, I've saved you the trouble. What do you want to see me about?
You were a fire watcher, Mr. Russell, in Kennington.
Yes.
There was an unreported fire at the Baptist chapel there whilst you were on duty.
When?
2 nights after the raid that destroyed the chapel.
I didn't see any fire. Is that all you wanted?
No, Mr. Russell.
Well, I don't recall any fires, sir.
You didn't see or hear the fire brigade?
No, sir.
Near 11 o'clock?
Oh. Well, I must admit I wasn't there.
Where were you?
I did see the fire brigade moving away when I came back, but...
Where were you?
Oh, I was out of cigarettes, and I strolled around the corner to see if I could borrow 1 or 2 from the fire watcher at post 4.
He says he never saw you, Mr. Russell.
Oh, he's probably forgotten. It's a long time ago.
He will swear he didn't see you that night.
Well, the fire obviously didn't do any damage.
A woman was burned to death in it.
Murdered?
Do you know anything about her?
Of course not. I'm very sorry to hear that anything like that...
The woman was your wife.
May I have one of your cigarettes, please? Thanks. So that's what became of her.
Do you know anything about it?
I'm afraid I must disappoint you, gentlemen. I wasn't on very good terms with her.
We know that.
I'm afraid I've no tears for her. She was... Oh, well, she's dead now. I can't say anything. Naturally, I'm shocked.
Naturally.
But I'm afraid I'm not sorry.
Do you know anyone who would have had a motive for murdering him? You had a motive, didn't you, Mr. Russell?
I can see how you might think so, but I didn't murder her, I assure you.
When did you last see her?
I don't really remember. Several months before she was murdered, I think.
How do you know she was murdered?
Why, you said so.
Did I?
Oh, I would have had good cause to, Inspector, but I'd have been a fool to do it now, wouldn't I?
Yes. Well, Mr. Russell, thank you for coming to see us. If there is anything else you remember, please come back and see us again. I think that's all for now. How can we find you if we need you? We may want your corroboration of certain facts.
Well, I'll write down my address, sir.
It's a sad affair, and you have our sympathy.
Thank you, sir. I admit I'm terribly shocked.
Of course.
Well, here's the address and telephone number, sir.
Thank you. Feel free to call on us at any time. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye, gentlemen. I was merely trying to do my duty.
Oh, you've done it admirably, sir. Goodbye.
Well, thank you.
Well,
he's a liar.
I know it.
May I ask why you...
Why I let him go? He thinks he's got us completely fooled. He'll be back with more helpful information. Come in, Mr. Russell.
I just remembered something that might be of importance.
Come in.
I remembered that an old straw pelleas, a mattress I used to catch 40 winks on, it was stolen about that time.
Oh.
Could that have been used to start the fire? Did you find it?
Yes, we found it.
Oh, that's good. Well, I must go now. Oh, by the way, was the body destroyed?
By the quicklime?
Yes. What's the matter?
You are a very clever man, Mr. Russell. Much too clever for your own good.
Why? Why, may I ask?
No one had mentioned quicklime, except you.
Well, I thought... I mean... I didn't... I wasn't even there. I tell you, I didn't touch her.
I said you were much too clever for your own good.
You think I didn't strangle her?
Go ahead, Chief Inspector.
Stanley Russell, I arrest you on the charge of willful murder.
I didn't do it.
And I warn you that whatever you say will be taken down in writing and may be given in evidence.
The crime.
The painstaking evidence Scotland Yard had collected, together with Stanley Russell's own statements, were sufficient to convince a jury that he had murdered his wife, Hope Russell, and burned her body. All his allegations of misconduct on her part were proved completely false. It was demonstrated at the trial that he had planned the murder for a long time, and having found a convenient time and place, had committed it.
The verdict.
My Lord, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of willful murder.
The sentence.
Prisoner at the bar, stand up. It is the sentence of this court that you be hanged by the neck until dead. And may God have mercy on your soul.